Hello?
Hey Arnold, it's me.
Who?
Me, Gerald.
I can't believe it. You sound completely different.
For 40 years, Nickelodeon has been one of the leaders in kids' entertainment. Depending on what generation you ask, you'll probably receive a different answer as to what was the network's best show. One of the series that would undoubtedly be in the running is... But what was the secret to Hey Arnold's success? The show certainly had memorable characters and hilarious writing, but the element that made Hey Arnold stand above the rest was its unique approach to casting, by being one of the first cartoons to use real child actors for its central cast.
You're a bold kid.
The character of Arnold was the brainchild of animator and writer Craig Bartlett in a series of shorts on Pee-wee's Playhouse and Sesame Street. After getting a staff job on Rugrats, Bartlett shared some of his old shorts, and this proto-Arnold captured the attention of the executives, leading Bartlett to begin brainstorming ideas on how to build the character. We did a lot of talking about who Arnold is. We came up with a reluctant hero who keeps finding himself responsible for solving problems, making the right choices, doing the right thing.
I know you've done some near miraculous things in the past. Helped Pigeon Man and Stoop Kid and settle the teacher strike. I mean, that's quite a resume.
When considering the ethos of Nickelodeon, it's important to remember the channel was an edgier alternative to the squeaky clean Disney corporate product. Shows like Clarissa Explains It All and The Adventures of Pete and Pete never talked down to their adolescent audiences and provided a surreal, somewhat cynical look on society for the future millennials of the world.
Since we're going to be hanging out a lot and I'm going to explain all the things that go on around here, I think you should know a few things about me.
On the animated side of things, shows like Rocko's Modern Life and Ren and Stimpy were similarly boundary-pushing with their unconventional animation styles and absurdist humor. Hey Arnold would carry on the tradition of these shows by providing a similar slice-of-life perspective on the world while also carrying its share of sharp, satirical humor. While the show's writing and characters were always spot on, it's the performances that truly brought the series to life.
Here's the deal. I want every kid here a half an hour early so we can do another run-through.
Airing from 1996 to 2004, Hey Arnold took on a more grounded approach to kids' entertainment, following the day-to-day exploits of a group of inner-city kids. In order to best capture this authenticity, the producers would take a groundbreaking creative step that would end up being influential for future animated shows, letting child actors play child characters.
None of us bite off chicken heads. Oh, except Curly.
And that was just the one time!
Craig Bartlett pointed to the use of actual child voice actors in the classic Peanuts holiday special as the driving creative inspiration for his show's casting.
Okay, Mr. Director, the cast is set.
Bartlett could recognize the difference in the performances of the characters when they were performed by kids rather than adults pretending to be kids.
The way for us to make the show different from other cartoon shows was to be kind of emotionally realistic, unlike the other shows which are being voiced by women playing kids.
Traditionally, many cartoon shows would hire adult female voice actors to play child characters. The reason for this trend is obvious, but logical. Characters in a cartoon show never age. The entire main cast of Rugrats was entirely female voice actors, including Nancy Cartwright, the voice of Chucky Finster, who is also best known for playing Bart Simpson.
Ay, caramba!
Hiring actual children left the potential for a mid-season voice change due to the actors aging. As Hey Arnold casting director Joey Paul Jensen explained in an interview,
there were always barriers to casting kids in animation because there was a fear we'd lose the audience if you had to change a kid's voice.
Nickelodeon was initially hesitant about the idea, but after hearing the performances of Jamil Walker-Smith as Gerald and Francesca Marie Smith as Helga, they were quickly convinced that these authentic kid performances were the best way forward for the series. Jamil's performance perfectly captures the youthful energy of Gerald and delivers his witty asides along with the more tender moments of friendship with Arnold. While Francesca's performance as Helga is so layered with emotion, it's almost hard to believe that she was only a kid when she played the role. Helga's wild shifts from hard-edged bullying to romantic pining were both comedic and emotionally affecting. Smith brought the character to life in a way that could only come from a young actor who could truly empathize with Helga's irrational adolescent emotions.
I love you, Arnold. I've always loved you ever since I first laid eyes on your stupid football head.
The characters may have been drawings on a page, but the voice work made them feel like real kids who could be the classmates of the young audience members. It's because of this believable voice work that the show was able to tackle more challenging subjects than the average kids show without feeling cloying or insincere. The season 4 episode Helga on the Couch helps to deconstruct social stigmas around therapy, while taking a serious look at why young kids might turn to bullying behavior as a coping mechanism. And of course, perhaps one of the peaks of the series, Arnold's Christmas, provided a generation of kids with a more nuanced and human portrayal of the fallout of the Vietnam War than any of our history classes ever would.
I had to make the most difficult decision of my life. I knew if I gave mine to the soldier, they would take care of her.
Of course, this creative choice certainly had its challenges. Unsurprisingly, some members of the younger cast did experience vocal changes as they got older. However, the writing staff always found creative ways to handle these changes. One of the most memorable examples of this was the episode Gerald's Tonsils, where Gerald struggles with a case of tonsillitis just before a big choir performance. This became the cover for Jamil Walker-Smith's voice change behind the scenes, and Walker was able to continue playing Gerald for the remainder of the series.
Your voice is a little different, but you're still Gerald.
Yep, ain't nothing to it but to do it. I just had to be myself.
When faced with actors whose vocal changes were so extreme they couldn't continue playing the character, the team often found new parts for these actors to play. The actor who played Arnold in Season 1, Torrin Caudell, would go on to play the bully Wolfgang, while Arnold's voice actor for Seasons 2 and 3, Philip Van Dyke, would eventually play the character Ludwig. The series would unite the 3 Arnold actors together in the episode New Bully on the Block.
I'm in charge of you 4th grade wussies now.
Hey, those are my 4th grade wussies. Put the football head down.
The series would be confronted with a major recasting challenge when Hey Arnold, the Jungle Movie, was released years after the show's final season. Actors Mason Vale Cotton and Benjamin Flores Jr. were cast as Arnold and Gerald respectively. In order to step into the shoes of these now iconic characters, the actors both studied the episodes of the original series to match their performances, providing a smooth transition from the series to the film. Despite these hurdles, Hey Arnold would set a new industry standard that would be emulated by other hit shows. Disney's Recess, which shared a few cast members with Hey Arnold, would also use young actors to great success. This impact can be seen to this day with shows like Adventure Time and Steven Universe using younger voice actors that provide authenticity to these roles. The secret of Hey Arnold's success was as simple as recognizing that, even in animation, a bit of realism can go a long way. But what do you think? Was there more to Hey Arnold's success than just the voice acting? Or did the performances enhance the show for you as well? Let us know what you think in the comments, and be sure to subscribe to Nerdstalgic.